Hello everybody, it's Bridget M, Shoup, the Crystal Hittling Gypsy here, and I just wanted to come on and share with you something exciting. So last night I got in the mail, da-da-da, my new book. This is Heal Yourself Holistically, and this is your herbal and crystal guide. So I'm super duper excited to be sharing this with you guys. This of course is my author copy, so I'm reviewing it right now. Like I said, I just got it last night. I have gone through and kind of flipped through the pages to make sure things look good, and so far so good. Next up, I just have to read through all the pages to make sure it flows properly and there's not any mistakes that I happen to have missed in my proofreading the first time around. So that is what I'm working on currently. I'm really excited to be sharing this book with you guys. It will be releasing on July 3rd, which is just around the corner. So I will be having this available in the paperback version like this, where you can have it and physically hold it in your hands as a guide that you can refer to anytime. I will also have this in an ebook form, which is on Amazon right now. So if you would like to pre-order, you can fly on over to either my website, bemoonstruck.com, or you can go to Amazon. You can search either Heal Yourself Holistically. You can also search by my name, Bridget M. Shoup, to find the book. And you can pre-order your ebook today, so that way on July 3rd, it will automatically be sent to you. So I'm really excited about this. I feel that during this time, it's really important to be able to learn things that can benefit your life in a healing way. And it's great to be aware of the different things that we can do to better ourselves. And for me, you know, herbs and crystals work hand in hand. And a lot of the times, the reason why I write the books the way I do is because it's a book I wish I had, where this has, you know, herbal information, it has crystal information, and these are things that can help you heal on a mind, body, spirit level. So that is why I put them all in one handy little place for you guys to check out. And so yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm just gonna kind of go over a few things that you're going to learn when you purchase this book. So Heal Yourself Holistically. I love the cover, first of all. There it is. And like I said, or if I didn't already say, when you get your copy, it's not going to have this banding around it. The only reason why mine does is because it's the author copy, so it says, you know, not for resale, but your guys's won't look that way. But this is what mine looks like for today, right now, and I just wanted to do a quick video to share a little bit so you guys kind of know what's going to be in the pages here. So the cover was done by my talented husband, Jared. I absolutely love how this turned out. And the back has information and the pictures inside. All the photography work was done by my talented daughter, Kelsey. So I love being able to collaborate with my family to come up with this amazing little treasure for you guys to check out. Okay, so let's go through, and I will get to the table of contents where I'm going to explain to you guys what you will find in these pages. So I do go into my story just a little bit, just so you guys kind of know a little bit of background on me if you're not familiar with who I am. I do have a disclaimer in here that is really important, especially when you're working with herbs, that you make sure that they're not going to interact with any of the current medication or other herbs that you're on. Most of the time, it's not a problem. There are certain herbs that can be problematic when coming to mixing with different things. So you do want to do your own research. In here in the book, I do mention warnings and such, but if you're not sure, or if you're on medication that you've been prescribed, you might want to just talk to your doctor about it. Just make sure that, you know, it's okay to add these herbs into what you're already doing. Most of the time it shouldn't be a problem. I talk about predisposition, what that is, and the percentages, and just some information there. Understanding dis-ease, which is unease in your body, not being at ease, and what that actually means. I talk about other alternative healing methods, so like sound healing, affirmations, visualization, and I touch a little bit on each one of those topics because I feel like those are really important to know, that you have other alternative things that you can do as well as working with herbs and crystals. So what I did in this book is I started off, I'll show you guys real fast. I did 2 chapters. So in the book, it's going to be broken up into 2 chapters. I'll show you right now. So the first chapter is here. Chapter 1, Welcome to the Plant Kingdom. Okay, so in chapter 1, I have it broken down into sections. So there's 4 sections within chapter 1. So the first section you will get is all about herbal history. So I talk a little bit about, the history of herbs, where they came from, different cultures and how they've worked with them. I also talk about expiration date and storage of your herbs. So that's kind of important to know. Section 3 is all about magical herbs if you are a witch, which I have to show you guys my artwork for that one because I was super excited about it. So here it is. I love it. So if you see this, you know this is the witchy section. So basically, again, I like to incorporate a whole bunch of different things that I wish were in one place. And if you don't know already, I'm a witch. I consider myself a solitary, eclectic witch. I have a little bit of like the green witch going on. Like I have a little bit of a whole bunch of stuff going on within me, but that's why I like to just bubble phrase it with eclectic, because I have taken different parts from different types of witchery, I guess you could say, and I've kind of cultivated my own little special thing that I do. So with that being said, I do have this section on herbs to work with if you are a witch, and I don't go too crazy deep into it. It's just a little bit of some information and some spell work that I do personally that has worked for me. And so that is in there for you guys. And of course, if that's not something that you're into, it's totally okay. But I do invite you to come with an open mind, because you might just learn something new in this section. So do have an open mind when you're reading it. And if you're totally not into it, you could just skip that section. But I do have a lot of information about herbs in that section and how to work with them magically. Section 4 is all about healing with herbs. So I talk about ways that you can heal with herbs. And then I go straight into my herbal list, which is there to help assist you in the healing process. So this is the exciting part. So this is what I did. Basically, I went through and I put this in alphabetical order for you guys, so it's quick and easy to kind of get through and find, what it is you're looking for. So for example, here we are in the A section. So say you want to learn more about allergies. So this first one, again, remember, is all about the herbal way of working with through allergy issues. So in here I list herbs that you can try, and then I list specific herbs and more information about them. I talk about their other names, their usage, how to take them, and the warnings that you should be aware of when taking these herbs. So I went through, and like I said, there's all kinds of things from, anxiety, arthritis, asthma, autism, bipolar, cancer, coughing, Crohn's disease, eczema, gallbladder issues. There's so much in here, you guys. It could go on for days. Menstrual, migraines, pain, just general pain. Goodness sakes, stress, strokes, tumors, all that kind of stuff. So then at the very end of the herbal section of my ailment list, you get the whole list. So you'll get a list of all the ailments of the herbs. So basically what I did is I went through and listed, for, like you can see here, allergies, and then I listed all the herbs that you would want to work with for allergies. Now, something to note, just because there's maybe 3 or 4 different herbs for, say, allergies to help you with allergies, it doesn't mean you have to take all of them. I find the best thing to do is start with one that calls to you. Maybe you do a little bit more research into it and find out, if that's the one that you want to try, and then give it a try and see how it does for you. If that one doesn't seem to work well for you, then you can go on and try a different one. But I wouldn't recommend trying all these herbs at once. It's not necessary. It's just everybody's different. Every body is different. So you're going to react or respond to these herbs differently. So that's why there's options out there. That's the cool part. So basically, like I said, I go down the list of all the ailments that you could possibly have. And I didn't list every ailment because, this book could be like a dictionary, right? But I did list the more common things that you might come across. So that way you guys can go through and see the list of the herbs for each one of the ailments at the end. So then we get to the exciting chapter 2, and this one is all about the mineral kingdom. So what you guys are going to learn from the mineral kingdom is, first off, it's just like, it's going to reflect the first chapter. So you're going to have 4 sections again in the mineral kingdom, and there's going to be history on crystals. So you're going to learn about that. Also how to work with crystals. So that's important, because if you're going to work with them, you got to know how to do it. You're going to learn about like what crystals are, how to take care of them, that sort of thing, how they work. And then we go into the next section, which is section 3 again. When you see this, you know it's for the witches. So these are magical minerals for the witches. And of course, like I said, if you're not a witch, that's totally fine. You don't have to be a witch to work with these spells. You don't have to be a witch or even identify to work with herbs or crystals. So these are just things that I have, worked with and learned myself that I've had success with. So in this section, you're going to learn about different crystals and different, I share some more spells that I like to do when I work with crystals. So I share that with you guys there. And then we talk about the healing with crystals. And then you guys get the crystal list to assist you on your healing process. So then, just like the herbal section, you're going to get, here we go again, alphabetical order. It's going to look very similar. So you can see there's allergies again. I list all the different crystals that I feel are best for allergies, and then I go into more detail on particular crystals. Now, what I did was, sometimes you're going to notice throughout the book that there's a lot of herbs and crystals that work for similar, or for a whole bunch of different ailments. And so I didn't think it was smart to repeat it numerous times, like say amethyst for an example. Amethyst is going to be quite useful in healing for a lot of different ailments. And so what I did is for example, right here, I have it here. So all the main information, like the expanded information, will be here. And throughout the book, you might see that it says amethyst for a different ailment, but it's not going to have all that information like I do here. So you can go back and read all that if you're curious. So I do touch on all of the crystals that I do mention in the book in a specific thing, just like I do with the herbs. So you guys will get information like the healing use for that particular crystal, the emotional use, the spiritual use. So you can see it helps us on more levels than just physical. And then also the chakra that each of the crystals connect with. The Mohs hardness, which is important to know if you're working with them for water purposes and that sort of thing. Some people that are, really educated or knowledgeable in crystals will appreciate that. Like I appreciate that. It talks about the zodiac, and also if it's safe for water, and I have it say yes or no. Now, in regards to the zodiac, if your zodiac isn't listed on that particular crystal, it doesn't mean that you can't work with that crystal. What that means is that zodiac, that crystal is going to work better for that particular zodiac because it helps balance out the negative and positive qualities within that sign. So again, I go through and I have a whole bunch of different things: constipation, bursitis, bruising, common cold, Crohn's disease. So again, it's going to mirror a lot of the herbal things that you will find, and these are the crystals that will help with those ailments. So the cool thing is you can layer them on. You can work with crystals and herbs to help heal yourself holistically. So I go through all of that. Pain, I'm looking through stomach issues, thyroid, weight loss, it's all in there. And then just like before, you get the ailment list for crystals. So again, I went through and listed all the ailments with all the crystals that would work with that ailment. Okay, so then we have the conclusion of the book, my acknowledgement, a little bit about me as the author, and then a little bit of add stuff about my first book, which you guys can pick up. It's called Crystal Clear Enlightenment. So that's another book that I have out. That was my first book, my first baby. This is like the teenager to my child, we'll say. So we finally get to the very end, and this is the part that I think is going to help you figure things out a little easier. So that would be my index. So I have an ailment index. So I list all the ailments and then all the pages where you're going to find information on that ailment, right? And that's for crystals and herbs. So that's kind of handy. And then I go into the herbal index. So then you're going to see all the herbs listed and what page numbers they're on. Then, of course, just like before, the crystal index. So all the crystals and the pages you're going to find those crystals on that I mentioned. So we made it through my book. I hope that you guys will enjoy it and find great value and benefit in learning how to heal yourself holistically. Again, these are things that are near and dear to my heart because they've helped me and my family live a happier, healthier life. And so that is why I'm here presenting this to the world, to hopefully help other people live a happier, healthier, holistic lifestyle. So again, this book, Heal Yourself Holistically, will be available on Amazon. You can also fly onto my website. I have links there, which is www.bemoonstruck.com, and you guys can follow the links to purchase there. Again, it will release on July 3rd, so set your calendars. I am super excited, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me, and I would love to answer any questions you have. But until then, I am super excited, and I appreciate everybody's support, and this will be hopefully in your hands really, really soon. All right, thanks for listening, and have a magical day. I'm sending you light, loves, and lunar hugs. Mwah. Bye, everybody.